1, 2. Hit it.
We're Steady Flow. We're a small 5-piece band from Waterford. My name's Owen.
I'm Alex. I play the bass. Owen forgot to say he plays the guitar. He plays rhythm guitar and vocals. I play the bass, and this is Alex beside me.
Yeah, also Alex, lead guitar. Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
I'm Adam, and I tickle the ivories for the boys.
Go on, they good ivory tickler.
Also, we have a drummer, Alfonso, who's here in spirit. Always
Yeah,
with
he
us.
usually hiding anyway. You wouldn't see him when he would be here anyway. So. Lurking.
Yeah.
He's a
Until you
lurker.
see him, and then you can't miss him. Yeah.
Bushy Chilean head.
Just a bit of whirlwind on the drums. Yeah.
They see me coming by a side, the sound of the cars, above the lights on the street of the shadows. Later you will see the streets of on fire, 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 fire. The sea. And it's roasting up the dick I see the sea. It's sliding in the proper to take control of our life is underground. You lead in the ground. Our power blowing through a lot around. Bring you straight back down.
It started really with myself and Alex playing music up in his apartment with all the boys, not these lads now, a bunch of other lads, my brother and a few others, and we were all just having fun. Just the pandemic was there, nothing to do, so we just started playing music. There was other stuff we were doing. Don't really know if I could say it on this, but so we were all getting high and we were all having fun.
No, we were up in my house and we were just jamming, whatever. And we ended up I ended up meeting John Haggis, who runs the Hive down here in Waterford. And we ended up going down there. It was the first time we actually had a proper little space to play music where, like, you know, you're not fucking blowing the head off your neighbors or whatever. So we just started going down there. We started jamming. And then you kind of start meeting people, you know, there's people from other bands or whatever. We're kind of going down there. So we started getting a little bit of a community. Then I think next we met Alfonso, who's not here at the moment, but it was just one day, like me and Owen were playing, and then like you just see some like fucking bushy bushy little head just looking in the window, and it was just like, is this guy okay? I was just like, when we opened the door, I was like, you good, man? He's like, and at that time he barely had any English, like, and I was like, hey, you know, can I play music? And we were like, you fucking come in, man. And so he just jumped on the drums and he started drumming, and we're like, what the fuck? Where did this dude come out of? Like,
yeah, it was Alex. It was Alex that came in next. He came in. I think you came in and you were looking. You tell your little thing to come in. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'd been going to the sessions in Catty Barry's, the Monday sit down sessions for like a year, and I was just constantly trying to see if there was any bands going or anyone looking for a guitar player, and it was really good for me in the sessions because like I was getting out of my comfort zone because it's a lot of like pop and folk and blues and stuff, and I'm still very much a metal guy, even if it doesn't come out too much in this band. And then one night I was talking to Adam from Kings of the Wild, the young fella, the drummer. I was like, oh yeah, there's John Haggis. I'll give you his number. There's a studio, and it was just literally the next street down. So I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. And I text John and he's like, yeah, just come down. Just, there's probably some lads in there playing music. And
Because actually John called me then and said to me, do you mind if another fella comes along?
oh,
I was like, yeah, John said it to me, yeah. And he said, I said, yeah, bring fucking down. I'd take anyone, like, do you know what I mean?
I just like
Bring
knocked.
anyone that can play an instrument. Come on, bring
I
him
didn't
in.
know that. Like,
Yeah. John said it to me, so you came in then, and I think within half an hour, I was like, you're staying.
I was like really nervously like knocking on the door, and now I'm like, who the fuck knocks on that door? You just walk straight in.
I drew names on a window glass, foggy breaths and a fading past, street like dreams in a paper town. You held my heart just to let it down, yeah, to let it down, yeah. You held my hand too. But we were never meant to stay. We were just ghosts in love. We were always straying. Maybe some hearts were meant to roam, finding peace in being alone. But I keep you in every line, a fleeting spark go frozen in time. But we were never meant for staying. We were just ghosts in love. Always, always straying. You were afraid the world around. Afraid the world around, yeah. Don't recognize, but I still
God, influences. Well, I mean, we're all different, so everyone has their own piece. But for me, I suppose I come from. I was classically trained in piano from about 9 years old, so I was just studying it as an academic thing. But as I kind of grew up, I kind of like I grew up listening to EDM and all the dance tunes. My brother was a DJ. But when it came to piano, I kind of just I stuck my head down the classical books. But as I kind of grew a little more, I have a lot of appreciation and influence from Japanese city pop from the 80s. It's the best music you could ever listen to be quite honest. But in terms of the piano playing, the sounds, I listen to a lot of that, and I kind of derive where I approach the piano from somewhat a city pop perspective. But I started studying jazz about 4 years ago in SCTU, and with that, I don't consider myself a writer because with this band, everything was formed by the time I already got there. So here I am. I'm like, wow, what the fuck do I do? So I just go in and I start finding just by ear, find everything by ear, and using the techniques and everything that I've studied just to find my own sound. So if
We had actually recorded the EP before you even came along.
yeah,
And then you
as well.
came in and added in, I don't know, over 100 hours of playing. Or something like that. There was a lot that added in, you know.
Yeah, we had a good few recording sessions over that, and a lot of different ideas. But I don't think of myself too influenced with this band. More so, I'm just given an opportunity to create and experiment and find what's my sound, which I'm really grateful for, especially.
Yeah, we kind of leave everyone get their own sound. So one of us brings a song to the band, or just a riff or something like that, and then we all build from there. But everyone has their own tip. No one says like we have our guidance. No one say this might work here, or this might work here, but everyone really just has their own shine on it, like, you know.
We're equally fucking grateful. It's like, because we had the EP, and then when we first, well, me especially, because obviously I heard it a bit later, when I was hearing what you had brought to the songs and the way you'd elevated them was fucking insane. Like there was a running, it's not even really a joke. I still wouldn't mind it. It was like running joke in like the mixing sessions. I was like, and just John just mute everyone but Adam's piano and just send that to me. Just give me like the Adam cut. Like, yeah. So just to equally say, like, it goes without saying, we're always grateful that you're here as well.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
If I may, if I was to list at least, let's say, 3 artists that I would say I'm inspired from, I would say Bill Evans, #1, Herbie Hancock, and Tatsuro Yamashita.
Me, the biggest #1 influence that I have to put down is Dimebag Darrell from Pantera, because I wouldn't play guitar if it wasn't for Dimebag, because I was like 15 years old, and a friend of mine just put on Mouth for War from Vulgar Display of Power, and I was like, fucking hell, what is this? Like, the heaviest thing I'd listened to until that point was like Evanescence. So I was just hearing this and I was like, shit, I need to be able to do that. So that made me want to pick up a guitar. Throughout the years, I got steadily into more heavy stuff and then more proggy kind of stuff. But if I would say like the most contemporary biggest influence on me is Andy Timmons. It's just incredible melodic shreddy guitar player, and the shred is like in the perfect place. It's always what the song needs to elevate it to a different perspective. It's never gratuitous. Beyond those two, it's kind of hard to get really deep into the weeds of the influences, because they're probably the biggest ones that I can think of. But a lot of my playing, especially in this band, is about, similar to, I suppose, what Adam is saying. It's about trying to find a particular sound and timbre, because a lot of my guitar playing historically has been super metal focused, super metal rhythm, and then getting a bit more into lead. And there's moments in our songs that are heavy or can be punky and trending towards metal, but probably, again, very similar to Adam, I'm always trying to think of how it can contribute melodically. Like, you'll even notice that you'll have probably seen or heard this from like mixing. Like, a lot of the stuff I'll do with Owen, if Owen has something, my immediate response is like, well, I'm going to harmonize this in thirds, and then I'm going to do it in an octave, or I'll start in unison, then harmonize in thirds, then an octave. And I'm always trying to think of how I can add more melodic context. So yeah, I think that's what makes the most sense in terms of influences as it applies to this band. So.
Oh no, the Popo are calling.